Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, man? Women, ladies, gentlemen. What's happening? Dwayne, Dominique Lee. Boy, I see snobbery in your comment. I'm not going to even read the rest of it. 313. T-Man. Zach, what up, brother? What's happening, everybody? Happy Sunday. Big Easy. What's good, cuz? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Jeffrey Light, how are you? Rich Homie Ghost. What's good? What's good? What's good? E Money. Joshua B. Ryan Brown. Life in Baton Rouge. J Rand, what's up? What's up, man? Ray Bandit, what's good? Oh, man. You know, boy, I'm going to say that name right one day, man. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get it 101. Nola Saint. What up, bro? AK Shane is in here. The whole notification squad up in this joint. QB. What up, nephew? Ref. What's the word, man? Everybody good? Happy Sunday to y'all. A little light up. It's bright. Turn that down. Keswick. What's happening, man? Rich Homie, I hope I spoke to you. Jason Ewing. Delonte Scott, what's up, man? Skillionaire, what up, bro? Big Fish. What's happening? We're going to throw them L's up for sure. Just got Plinker GSG 16 gun deals. Affordable. Tactical shotgun for $1.99. Oh, that's dope. That's dope, man. Kick up dust. What up? What's going on, man? I'm here, man. I had an eventful day, you know. The grandkids, my grandbaby, that's my heart. And then we had family reunion meeting on Facebook Messenger. Woo! That was rough. Shout out to my family. I love them all. 48 Wink. Erica, what's good? Erica Miles. Patrick, BP, what's good, man? Duncan. Definitely, man. Coy, what's up? What's up? Marquise Adams, Ohio in the building. Who that babe? What's going on with you? I'm stressed. I'm going shopping this week. Need more ammo. I don't know. Don't be stressed, man. This ain't nothing but money you spending. Yeah, tonight, man. Prepping, man. Prepping. Carbon Q. My prepping ass sister right there. Carbon Q. Rodney Brady, what's happening, man? House of Siege. How are you, ma'am? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I'm just trying to get to about 50, then I can start, talking. Poe House, boy, every time I see your name, you remind me where I don't want to go. I'm trying to tell you that now. So, let me see. Let me see how we looking so far. We had about 52 people, 41 likes, 42 likes. If y'all just getting in, let's hit the like button, man. It's gonna get good tonight. It's gonna get good. It's always good. I can tell you that much. Bill A, my fly, what's up, man? XD40D, what's up? All right, so we over. So let me talk it up with y'all. This is gonna be part 5, if I'm not mistaken. So we've done prepping. We did it. I did it one night, a while back, and it went over so well. Like I learned so much that I had to bring it back for part 2. Next thing I know, part 2 went to part 3, and part 3 went to so on and so forth. Now we're on part 5. I'm gonna tell you why it's good. Because if this is your first time ever hearing one of these conversations, what's up? Just want to shoot. It's going to wake you up. It's going to wake you up because it woke me up. AK Lover, what's up? Because what I learned is that the larger percentage of us just ain't prepared. Now, one of the issues I tend to have with, some of my in-depth prepping people is when I get to talking to them, they would go overboard on me, and then I get mad and start yelling in the chat because then I'd be like, why do y'all keep giving me this whirlwind scenario? Because in reality, most of us don't be prepared for the regular happenings. I'm talking about simple stuff. The power went out. It was an ice storm, or you got snowed in, or just some weird stuff. A flood where you had to be in the house and you stuck there for a few days. So it really woke me up, and just thinking about the things that we need. Melanated, what's up? So this is probably one of the more interesting conversations that ever goes on in the live. So understand that. How does the prepping stuff coincide with the 2A stuff? I mean, it's all about survival in a sense, right? I guess if you want to look at it that way, it all goes hand in hand. So that was something that I had to come to grips with as well. So I definitely started buying me some stuff. I meant to have all my little prepping stuff close to me because they made me start going out, get busy. Erica said, I decided that I would have Billy worry about firearms. I will worry about, okay, you just hired yourself tonight, Erica. Definitely going to need to talk to you tonight. Now, you always come on the camera when I don't invite you. This time I'm inviting you, and you can come and talk to me about prepping. So before I go into the prepping stuff, it is February, Black History Month. Locked in, what it do? You good over there? You get that? I'm tired of asking you the same question, man. You act like you don't know how to answer questions, man. But anyway, I'm going to talk about prepping. So, but before I get into that, it is Black History Month, and I want to shout out my sister Yoki Stirrup, right? Because this never dawned on me. It didn't actually. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It didn't dawn on me this time. Somebody told me. Somebody like brought me the information or showed me. Whatever. Anyway, so she's like the first woman of color gun tuber to surpass 100K on YouTube. I just want y'all to understand that we all get a chance to witness that history. That's dope. Like that is dope. It's y'all know some of y'all are YouTubers and you watch us YouTubers get on here. It ain't hard to get to 100,000 people subbing to you. That is a lot. I mean, now she damn near 300,000, but I'm just saying that accomplishment is dope. She puts in a lot of hard work. So, I mean, if you guys get some time, just go over to maybe her most recent video or something. Don't tell her I said nothing. Just go over there and be like, congratulations, that's dope, Yoki. Like, I would do that because she deserves it, man. She puts in the work. She revolutionized the game. So people be like, oh, you talk about Yoki because that's your friend. No, this is real. If she wasn't, if I didn't know her, I would be saying the same thing because I'm very proud of that accomplishment, man. That's dope. So now let's get to it. Quick question for everybody out there. Just a quick yes or no. How many of y'all are into any type? Are y'all into any type of prepping? That's the question. Are y'all into any type of prepping? Yes or no? And be honest, because some of y'all who don't prep at all, no type of prepping, then and every time I see a yes, I'm calling you chumps out. Calling you out tonight when I see them yeses. Don't be saying yes and be in here capping. Okay, 110%. All right, okay, I see a lot of yeses. You know, because one of the chats I saw a lot of no's. He said, I'm a prepping pimp. Okay. So for those of us that, or you guys that aren't familiar with prepping at all, understand this part. It's or just wondering what is prepping. What's up, Sharonda? How you doing? I mean, prepping is basically essentially being prepared if something was to happen where you had to, you know, maybe survive for a couple of days. And then there's different levels to prepping, right? Like where you prep for, do I got enough food in the house to last me for a couple of days, or do we got enough water to last us if we couldn't get out for a week, or that type of thing, right? And then it gets to the extreme stuff where you start talking about bug out bags and then the boo boo hit the fan, and then you got to be stuck outside in the woods and you're going to war. You need guns, food, and then you need them straws where you can drink dirty water. All of that is levels of prepping. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring some people in tonight who are like, heavy into prepping, making their own food, you know, having all the other cool stuff. I don't know where Carbon Q at, but she probably somewhere over there. I don't even know where over there is, but I'm sure she gonna check in at some point. And I got another special guest coming in tonight that's been on the show. I'm gonna bring, of course, I got to bring Zach in, because shout out to Zach. We shouted out Yoki. Shout out to Zach being the first black man on YouTube to show us pork chops in a jar. So that's history in itself as well. So other than that, man, we're gonna start getting this thing going. Carbon Q, let me get you the link. I gotta get Q in here without a question. I don't know if who could come into work tonight or not. He might be, he may not. But QB, shut up. Boy, you was trying to get him to get you some biscuits and gravy in the jar. I remember that, man. Act like I don't remember stuff. Hey, Calvin, you laughing, bro. It's a true story. The man had pork chops, real life pork chops, in the jar and had the audacity to show it on camera. What a guy. It's probably one of the weirdest things anybody's ever seen on this live. But he kept them too. So, all right, shout out to everybody out there that put sugar in their grits. I'm gonna ask y'all politely leave the chat. This is the first time I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it tonight. If you are a sugar grit person, exit left tonight. Don't even need you in there. You can't prep. You can't be a prepper with sugar grits.
I'll be right back, man.
Can't. All right. Hookah muted right now, so he tells us to hold on. So sugar grit people, see y'all in a minute. See y'all on Tuesday. Everybody else, hang out with me. Erica, there she go. She ain't going nowhere. A little hard headed self. Billy, get Erica for me, would you? So, all right. Oh, I found her, y'all. Boom,
everybody.
Shout out to Carbon Q. Hey, what's up, Carbon Q? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good. Long time no talk to. Listen.
Yes.
Y'all know my sister Carbon Q here, and I do call her my sister because I chop it up with her all the time. She's one of the nicest, I'm not going to go into the whole description because y'all will get confused. So what I'm gonna do is just say we all know who Q is, but at the end of the day, one of the things that we learned about Carbon Q over this time is that she definitely is into prepping. Um, I was so impressed with her, and I'm just talking to those of you who don't know. I was so impressed with her with some of the stuff that she, like one time I was watching on a live, and she just started pulling stuff up from the side of her that normal people just don't have, man. And I'm talking everything from swords to things that hold water, and like I even think she has something that just make bread by itself. You just press a button and it do it. Like she got all types of weird stuff going.
Telling the
So
truth.
I'm bringing all prepping people on here with me tonight, and I'm telling y'all, I saw Siege say, "Get your pen ready, take some notes, take some notes," because even some of y'all that do prep, you're gonna learn something you didn't know. I promise you, you're gonna learn something you didn't know. So, Zach,
Yep.
what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good. What up?
Zach is definitely a prepper too. Now these y'all, I mean, it's no secret these two are my friends too, but they both do prep. All right. I'm not the prepper, man. I'm just learning. So I'm still, buying new stuff and I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened to me. This is a real story. I went out after one of our prepping lives. Man, I went to Sam's Club. I bought so much water. I tried to buy the whole wall. Right? Because I'm like, all right, they said water is important. So I bought all this water. Would y'all believe my sons was drinking all the damn water? I'm down to about 3 cases. Bro, I had cases stacked up in the garage, bro.
That's what happened.
Like I couldn't even reach the top.
My wife does the same thing, man.
Bro, water was just flying up out of here. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So where's the what are lights? We gotta hit the like button, y'all. It's gonna be good. This is a very informative live. This is gonna be extremely informative. Oh yeah, we so far down on the likes. It's bad. They're gonna shut the channel off in a minute.
Yeah, we real
definitely got to get the likes up. This is the worst I ever seen it. Can y'all hit the like button for me, man, so we can get this information out here. And I can bring in my other guests, and then we can really dig into this. What's good, Job Baby? What's up, man? Everybody I didn't get a chance to speak to. What's up,
Block boy? What up?
All is well with you in your life. Everybody, if this whoever's here for the first time, I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you are new to my lives, yes, this is, I say it, the #1 2A live on YouTube. It's very informative. You gonna learn and you gonna laugh.
True.
Them 2 things that I can pretty much guarantee you, man. All right. If you see somebody in the chat, big fish, little boat, it's a bot. It's not a real person. All right. Global Wealth, what's up? I'm just trying to let the likes get up a little bit. Then I'm gonna get this thing cracking. If it's anybody, if you guys are backstage waiting, it's gonna be about 10-15 minutes. So you might want to come back because I'm not gonna bring nobody in until I bring my other guests on, and then we're gonna really get into this prepping convo, and we're gonna get some context going.
I'm doing it bag, so it's gonna take a little bit.
Huh?
If y'all hear crying in the background, it's my grandbabies because they don't want to go home.
So I was gonna do the bug out bag, so it's gonna take a minute to like empty it out.
Okay, you got a bug out bag with you?
Yeah. Okay.
Let me warn y'all too. Let me warn everybody in the chat. Go ahead, Q. Do your thing. But I just want to give y'all warning because this is gonna happen. I'm gonna start out talking about general prepping, things we need to do just on a regular basis. A couple days, lights go out, whatever. By the time Q and Zach get done, all of us gonna be ran out of our house. Bombs gonna be done dropped. We're gonna be at the most extreme level of prepping that you could get to.
All right, so I was just gonna talk about the bug out bag. I think the majority of people know that I plan to bug in, but in case if I do have to bug out and I need a bag that can sustain me for 3 days, that would be your bug out bag. You have your go bag, which is something like you would keep in your locker at work or your car trunk, and if something goes down, you're just trying to wait it out. You have supplies to last you, and then you have a home bag, which should be between like a 24-hour, 1 or 2 day bag, and it should have food, some essentials, just for you to make it home. So let's just say you can't drive your car home and you have to hike it. That should be your get home bag. So we're talking about
So we got a couple different types of bags.
right. That's
You got
three.
an EDC bag. That's what you keep with you
That's
every day.
right.
And you got that bug out bag where I'm like, Lord, I don't know what's about to happen to me. I gotta take this with me. I don't know how long I'm gonna be out. That's my bug out bag. All right. Let me bring in another young lady that knows a little bit about prepping.
Okay.
And
Life in Baton Rouge.
and she was on my live before. I think a lot of you guys will remember her, but I'm bringing her back. Nicole.
Oh,
Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Unmute your mic though.
All right,
There
can you hear me?
Yes,
There we
ma'am.
go.
How you doing?
Yes. How are you?
I'm good.
Shout out to Nicole Groves.
Yes.
In there.
Shout out to Nicole for giving us the most emotional live we've ever been a part of.
The soil soldier.
what's up?
But this time we are
Loyal
back
soldier.
on some prepping, guys.
Loyal
I
soldier.
want to. So right now, Nicole Carbon Q was talking to us about EDC bags, bug out bags. So I want people in the chat. I'm gonna let Q finish talking about that and showing us some stuff, and then I'm gonna talk to Nicole about some things because she grows her own food.
Which is so dope. Yep.
So y'all gotta hear that too, man. Like that's
right.
Man. This is real. This is real. Hookah, you be prepping, bro?
Yeah, I got a little stuff going on, man. Yep.
Okay. Hookah got big boy and he be prepping.
Yeah, I got my canned goods. I got seed. I'm gonna try to get into doing that gardening style. Shout out to Nicole Groves.
Yes.
And of course, obviously, I got weapons. And then I got comms. I was supposed to do a land navigation joint, but like I said, I went to the gun show Saturday, so I didn't get a chance to get around to it. But I definitely got to do a pre-recorded video for Survival Saturdays because I want to do like a Morse code joint, just kind of basic Morse code stuff, basic comms with Morse code, and like land. I do land nav, just some military stuff. So,
All right. So Q, what you got right there? What bag is that? That's a big
It's
bag.
my bug out bag. Yeah.
That bag bigger than you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bug out bag, y'all. Look at that.
Bag. This is in case.
Now that's a real life bug out bag right there. I don't know how far she gonna go with that
thing. It's bigger ones, but this is what I can carry. The weight of it, everything that's in it. This is what all these things I need. If I can't get by with this, then I'll just be dead. But
is the foot is you on foot carbon cube? If you need to go on foot,
nice. This is the weight that I can carry. Yeah, so I'm good. So I'm just gonna break it down a little bit.
Okay. While Q does that, I'll ask you guys on the panel. Now who got a damn? What is that?
Like that? One of my. I didn't get any guns for the gun show. I bought a lot of bladed and blunt instruments. But this right here, I saw it was a really cool for collector's knife. But at the same time, it's like my mini meat cleaver. It's basically a railroad spike.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wait, you don't want me to show you what I got in my closet?
Oh man, what you got? What you got?
What blades you got?
I'm not going to show you guys what I got in my closet, but I am going to talk about prepping in a real way with your family. Because remember when you were younger and you was in school and you used to do fire drills? And the teachers used to like show you, okay, at this amount of time, you got to be out here at this part of time.
Okay.
That's what I want people to start like teaching their family, like do a home fire drill.
Yeah. A home evacuation.
A home
location.
Show your children where to go. And most people, I just had to I'm about to teach my little girl how to use a fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Yeah.
For emergencies. And I'm talking about things in the home where we see every day, but people don't even think about those things are useful.
Right.
Okay. I agree with that. Q, bringing that stuff out that bag. What you got first?
My blanket.
We're gonna multitask today. What the hell?
Yeah. So it's my blanket. There's a way to pack your bag. You want to pack anything that's hard to the front, anything that's soft. You want it to have it against your back, so whilst you're hiking or trekking it's not digging into the back or lower back of you. So your
A lot of pause moments in prepping. Go ahead.
The pot that you use to cook your food, you want to have that towards the front. Any tools or anything like that that might be hard, you want to keep that towards the front part. And packing your bag is you have to fold everything neatly. Okay.
Got to fold everything neatly, guys. Listen.
And pack it in. So it's
I'm listening to I'm watching everybody out there who say they preppers too. I bet y'all they're gonna be like, my bug out bag don't look like that one.
So this bag is just my fuel for cooking if I decide to find shelter in an abandoned building and I can't use firewood or anything like that, whatever might be outside. I have a canister that lights up right there. You can just slide it underneath there.
Right.
A fishing hook, and of course some fire, some kindling, and some petroleum jelly.
Wow.
This is a bug out bag, y'all. I told y'all, but by the time it didn't even take her 10 minutes. We already stuck outside. Bears are coming. We don't have food.
So of course, you want your food, right?
You know what else I wanted? You know what else I added? Because I have a bug out bag because we have, but I also go to the Dollar Tree and I get medication, like the Dollar Tree medicine, like Tylenol, the Advil, the antacids, and all of that stuff. That people think that it doesn't work because it's from the Dollar Tree. It works.
It does.
Ibuprofen is ibuprofen.
Exactly. Little medicine, those little bottles, and all of that stuff, and put it in your bug out bag because believe me, somebody's gonna need that.
Yeah, definitely. So I have 2 of these, which is your food. This is 2 servings, so that's 1 per day if that's what you want to do. And then I have just 1 MRE. They take up a lot of space, so I only put 1 inside there. But you can heat this. It's self-heating, so it's great. Works out for me. Yeah, it's 2. Yeah. Of course, my radio. Small medical kit with band-aids and just the basic first aid stuff inside there.
Is that one of them cranky crank radios?
Yes. NOLA, everything. And it's solar powered as well. As crank, okay.
Have y'all noticed a common color scheme out of everything?
This is very good for your feet. You want to take care of your feet because you do not want those to go. So whatever you can afford.
QB, there you go. Them for your bunions, boy. Them for them bunions. QB got bad bunions, y'all.
I know what a solar kettle thermal flask is, Showtime.
Yeah.
I know exactly what it is.
So this is my water cube. Everything to do with water. My filtration straw. I have these little SOS. They contain water in case I can't find any to filter and I need it for the food. I just put a couple inside there for the food just in case. A bandana in case.
They got them dirty water straws in it?
Yes, and I have my filtration straw right there.
Okay. Also filtration straw for y'all this vocabulary challenge. That's a dirty water straw. You can go to any dirty water and drink it. As long as you use that straw. Don't drink it without that straw though.
You can drink it right a puddle right out of the side of the road. I know.
So this is my my mat, a sleeping tent, thermal blanket, and a towel so I can
have there's a whole tent in there?
Yeah. It's a small tent. You have to use the paracord and extend it out and just do it. It's a basic tent. I can have another tent, but it just adds weight to my bag that I don't want to, so I'd rather just use this instead. Another good one is the hammocks. They're really small, but if you don't find any trees, you kind of mess up.
Okay.
You can attach it.
Get you a good tarp too.
Right. I have. It's coming, Zach. It's coming.
Yes, you got everything in that bag. 223 DMR. What up?
223.
223.
This is my fire. Everything that I need for fire to make it, get it going, is in here.
Fire starter stuff.
Everything. Lighters, kindling, kerosene rod.
What is kindling?
The little
stuff you need to start a fire. Like
kindling. I thought kindling is a thing. I thought it was something you do. Yeah. She's like, everything you need to start a fire, and then kindling. I thought kindling was like something different from fire. Maybe just something to get hot. But kindling is a thing.
Yeah, it's like stuff like it could be paper, newspaper, cotton lint from your dryer, stuff like that.
Yep.
So this is my pot. Inside of it is 2 cups, the burner, and some seasoning. I'm hoping $2. Maybe one. It comes with little forks.
Ain't no bug out bag if you ain't got no drip sauce.
Drip sauce and 3D seasoning.
You need to make them this size so I can get them in different spices.
Damn.
So crazy.
That's a bug out bag right there, boy. She bugging out with that bag.
So it's change of clothes in case you have to, wash your clothes that you originally had on. You have an extra pair to go through.
I ain't changing the clothes. Not if I'm out there stuck like that. I'm just gonna wear them same clothes when I get back to Staples.
And I have an extra pair of pants just in case.
The hell, you better not have no deodorant or nothing in there either. Because if you out there bugging out, you might want to stink. That'll help keep the people up off you a little bit.
Hygiene is very
Animals too.
Yeah. You stinking up, they gonna stay away.
Right.
So stink. Make sure you stink if you stuck outside. What's that, Q?
This is everything for hygiene. This is your wipes.
I just said stink and you pull out hygiene stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe everybody ain't got to stink. If you don't want to, don't. But
there's pockets. Everything is inside here.
Darling Ebony, what's good?
You want your balls and your toes to be all right, RW.
Exactly. It's very important, so make sure you have one.
What was that, Q? I missed that.
A sewing kit.
You're gonna be out there sewing too. You gotta have something to do when you stuck outside.
This is soap that you can use for your dishes, your skin, washing your hair. You can use it for anything. It's called camp soap, so something you might just want to throw inside there. And your wipes. Medication is here. Mirror is there. I like these bags because it keeps everything compact and easy to pack into your bag, so you can slide it in, slide it out, take it with you wherever you're going to go take your shower or wash up, whatever the case may be. Everything is right with you.
Okay.
Record.
Don't be steak.
Right, exactly.
I see you say don't be steak.
Hygiene is very important because you can get sick, and that's the last thing you want to do.
My bad, y'all. Don't listen to me. Apparently, you can get sick from stinking.
My sleeping bag.
Gotta have a sleeping bag. That's a good question, Total Glock boy.
What's that?
How much ammo you think she got in there?
I can't tell you. I have another thing that attaches onto it that holds my ammo in case I need to use it.
So that's the attachment to the bug out. So what Carbon Q is showing now for those of you who might have just joined is a bug out bag. So this is a bag that would come in handy if you had to bug out. Bugging out is somebody explain bugging out to me. Like you stuck outside.
Right. If bugging out is if something happens and you have to leave your what I'm gonna call your command base. You have to get out in the wilds and get away from everything and try to get off the grid and get somewhere so you can take care of yourself. So you gotta bug out. You gotta get the hell out of Dodge. You still need to be able to take care of yourself.
Gunshot bag, stop the bleed, tourniquet, everything that you need for that is in here. The vents, everything. Okay. I separate that from my first aid regular kit because if somebody gets shot, you just want to grab it out, go, and you can continue on. These are hot hands. I keep them in case the weather changes and you need to just warm up. You can slide them in your boots, anywhere you may need them. It's not just for your hands, but they're good to have in case you get cold.
Warmers, hand warmers, right?
Yeah, they work good too.
Yeah. Paracord, can't go wrong. Try to get it. Look for the one that has the different strings on the inside. Sometimes they have copper. They have fishing wire all threaded into it. I think it's 7 strings in it, different ones, but you can peel it back in case you need it for kindling and all that type of stuff. But get paracord is great. Pay the extra money for it.
They make one specific like that too, paracord, that's actually a fire starter because I have some of that.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm trying to take this
I'm
one.
glad we starting out extreme first. So when we can tone it back down a little bit because right now people worry.
So this attachment comes off. I don't know if you can see it. And inside there, I just have.
We gotta take turns carrying that bag.
Mask. Once you pack your bag and you always want to keep putting it on so you can see how much more you can carry and you kind of walk around with it. You may look crazy for a day walking around your house with it, but you kind of realize how it's packed, where it sits on your back. It's not what spot it is. You should always carry your backpack up high. Don't let it sag low. Have it close to your body. It just makes it easy to carry. Inside here, I just have like snacks, coffee.
That's my kind of bag right there.
Mhm.
Snacks.
So I have like these little packs of coffee, bar.
You got that Yo MTV Crib bug out bag.
I pack a lot of those because that's good for bartering. You never know who you can put in case you may have to switch it out with them.
She ain't playing around. Is she?
She gonna be living a lap of luxury out here on the boat.
Might be stuck in the woods. We gonna be living.
We gonna be living fat.
In case you can't find any water, it's liquid and it'll give you some strength. Well, whatever.
So you gotta have a lot of them then, right?
Again, you're trying to get to a destination and you just want to be able to get there. And after that, you got to be ready to do what you got to do to get what you want. That's why I pack a lot of stuff, because you may be able to barter with other people with things that you have. Don't open the bag, but put enough so if you can give it to somebody else if you need something else in return.
Right.
Joe Vaughn just said something too, which is true. If you can get your hands on some of those high caloric, they don't taste well. They have a couple different ones. Like I forget the brand. There's one that actually tastes like coconut, but it's still kind of dry. But I mean, they might have like 4,000 calories in one ball, something like that.
Yeah,
you may need
better than nothing. You know what I mean?
2 sets of gloves. This is the leather ones. For you never know if you got to go in the bushes and move stuff away. This is a little bit more protection for your hands, keep you warm. And these are just like regular gloves if you just need it for whatever. Again, if I had to,
you scared me, Q. I'm like, because you said leather gloves. You never know if you have to go in the bushes. Well, go in the bushes could have been interpreted.
Oh, stop it!
I was trying to figure out what leather gloves was going to do if you had to go in the bushes.
Because you have to use on machete. You don't want to use this because your hands will get cut up.
You don't want to use leather gloves either, but I don't even seem right. You're gonna make a bigger mess.
I have my binoculars in there in case you need to see what's up ahead.
Wait, Carbon Q is pure Rambo right now.
See the truth with it. She scared the hell out of me one day.
On the bottom of my bag is my tarp. I like this particular tarp because it already has the holes in it.
Yep.
So you can attach and go and keep it moving.
There's a lot of stock and roll. You see how she got it rolled up nice?
Right.
Because and I know I'm slow, because if I unpack that bag, boy, I have to go buy a new bug out bag. I'd never be able to put that.
I wouldn't even know where everything is at. She
know how to pack it right back like it was.
Exactly. And then I have my tools in case.
Nice, yeah.
Cut down a tree.
Did y'all see that axe though? She could tear a whole house down.
Yeah, I love it.
Let me see that axe, Q.
Huh?
Let me see that axe.
The axe? Oh, isn't this great?
Look at that.
That's not an axe. That's a machete.
No, that's the saw.
I don't know what that was, but I know I saw an axe.
It's like
there you go. Look at that moment.
That's the axe.
Toe off. Boy,
okay.
I keep a crowbar too, just in case I gotta break into something.
Yeah. Oh my god.
These are things in my bag, but then on the front part of my stuff, I'm gonna have my
Rich homie say if Boo Boo hit the fan, I'm robbing everyone for food and supplies. Well, if you see me, you better go the other way.
Right.
You think I'm gonna stand there and let you rob me?
Right.
I'm gonna feed you this.
It's my radio.
You better go somewhere.
Someplace where I can get to it. So 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Your bullring radio.
Big facts, right? That's what I'm saying.
Your lights. I just took it out because I just want to make sure people have a water key.
Got a water key. Yes, sir.
Make sure.
Water key.
Look at the baby. Hi.
How many of y'all out there got a water key?
What's a water key?
This opens when you go to public buildings. They have a spigot on the outside, but it has a funny. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh my goodness! I've never seen that before.
They're different shapes and different sizes.
I told y'all was gonna learn something in here tonight.
If you ever go to like a building or something, just look around it and see, and you'll be able to see it. Usually, it's really kind of a little square metal thing, and It got a little
So
hole in
even
it.
if
It has different sizes.
even if they
Still
turn your
cocky,
water,
that's
even if they
right.
turn your water off at the
Yeah,
crib,
still
you can just
cocky.
go steal water
Oh, it's
from the
still
local
cocky.
business next door.
Right.
Well, it's still cocky. If you look it up.
Turn your water back on if they shut my water off or something.
Don't
No,
listen.
not that. But you can
No,
go
that's
to the
a
Yeah.
business
different.
next. You can
That's a
go to the
different
next
tool.
business
That's a
and
different
steal
tool. Yeah,
water.
that, yeah.
That's only in emergency situations because
That's
you
a
can't
different
get
tool.
fined for it. Like, don't do it. Only in emergency
Never
situations.
seen it before. A water key.
It's called a silcock key.
Silcock key.
Yeah.
That's
Can, you,
dope.
can y'all put that in the chat? Because I'm gonna say it all messed up. I don't even want to say it.
Hold on. I'll put it in.
Matter of fact, I don't even like the way it's spelled.
I didn't even
Only
read
that
it.
you just said Paul, son, after he put it out there.
Yeah.
A silicock key.
Yeah,
So,
don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Just read it.
and that's my bug out
How you
bag.
gonna say it like I said it? I didn't type that. Hey man, start typing under your own name, man.
You say you just put it in the chat.
Most important. Oh my gosh.
Start typing under your own name. Bro. He make me say a lot of stuff every week.
Make
That I
sure
don't
you
even-
have a hat.
Yes, make sure you have a
Your
hat.
Yeah.
That
Make sure
means
you have your wool
socks.
socks. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely good socks.
Merino wool. They're a little bit more, but great for your feet, and it'll keep it warm without it getting damp and giving you any type of fungus on your feet. And that's Carbon's Cube.
That's crazy, y'all. Shout out Barbecue for the bug out bag.
Right.
Somebody
That's
said,
something.
where can you get a lot of these
That was
supplies? I know
amazing.
Amazon sells probably
Absolutely amazing.
95% of the stuff she just showed.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get a lot on Amazon.
And
Oh, with water
Amazon,
key, you know.
or you can go to a local Army and Navy
Mhm.
store.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10, they're pretty much ran by a vet or somebody from the military. So if you want to support them,
Cuzzo, what up? What?
When
What up,
I
Jeff?
grew up, we had the Army and Navy store downtown.
mhm.
And we used to go in there just to shop for like clothes, like the fatigue. Back then, the fatigue jackets and stuff.
Mhm.
But we had all of that stuff in those stores.
Yeah, they do.
The Army and Navy store that we wasn't even thinking about, like, you know.
Yeah.
No question.
Okay, so Nicole, I'm gonna move over to you in 1 second here, but I want to ask a question to the chat before I start talking to you about this. How many of y'all in the chat right now, honestly though, because if you don't, we're gonna get on the right track anyway. How many of y'all, if something was to happen crazy in your area tomorrow, you would have 5 days worth of food, water, and supplies where you wouldn't have to leave the house and you would be okay inside your own crib?
Yep.
Yeah, easy.
Are you prepared for 5 days? Yes or no?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah.
I know Carbon Q, and I know Zach. Zach prepared for like 20 years. All them damn
Yeah.
kids.
Oh yeah. Hey Zach, you didn't bring the pork chops tonight, bro? Because a lot of people don't believe me. They think I'm capping.
You want me to go get some? I'll go get some.
Yeah, show them the pork chops, bro, because I think
All
they
right.
need to see it. People be thinking you
Give
capping.
me a minute. Let me go get some pork chops. I'll be right back.
Steve said she good for 30
True,
days.
man. Carbon Q, get you one of these little pig stickers too.
Yes. The daggers, right?
Yep, push daggers. Definitely want to get those.
Oh, so let me. You asked me RGG. Now you know I'm in the garden community.
Right.
So the garden family, the soil soldiers, basically. I have some friends that have pigs, chicken, cows, and they raise their own like rabbits,
Yo, what up?
goats. They raise their own meat.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
Randy.
deep.
Yeah.
It's like they are. I used to have chickens. I used to have a couple. I had 2 chickens. I had one of her name was Jenny, but they were like pets.
Jenny the chicken?
Jenny from the coop.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better.
Well, look, and I used to have chickens, but out here, people are not used to having chickens. You know, it's just like weird or whatever to have chickens in this. I live in an urban area. I live in a city. It's cars that ride by my house every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Okay.
it's not normal. You think of chickens, you think of like a farm or somewhere where far away and everything. But people are starting to raise their own, meat in their backyards.
Hmm.
Chickens for the eggs. I know some people who have goats, rabbits,
Yeah, real Rambo J got chickens.
ducks, turkey in their backyard. And I never even thought about doing that until I had my 2 chickens. I had my chickens, and I used to get the eggs, but I never thought about like actually processing a chicken. And that's where it comes in. That's another part where I have to start learning more about like actually killing a chicken, pulling the feathers off of it, and doing all of that. That's why I like watching Yoki, because she goes out there and she actually does the work.
Yeah, don't give her no ideas though.
Break
We don't
it
want to
all
start killing.
down and cook it.
Mm-hmm.
So people, that's another part about prepping, like, and fishing. Like Carbon
Good
Q
thing.
has fishing. I don't know how to fish.
Yeah.
They got
These are the things that we need to start learning.
Right.
Q,
You
what
know?
them is? Them steel toe
So
drum?
it's, yeah. Inside my bag, I didn't get to show you. Not to cut you off, Nicole. I have zip ties. I have construction bags in case you needed the black heavy duty ones. There's a lot inside the bag, but it's gonna take a long time just to break all of that down. But yeah, I'm just saying that I gotta go, and I'll be back a bit later.
Bro, that's the Q, you gone?
Yeah, I'll be back. I just gotta take care of something real quick.
Oh,
Feel
she
it,
make
Q.
me sick. Oh, she make me sick. All right, Q.
I'm
See you
sorry.
later.
Bye. I'll be back.
all right.
Delicious.
That is not a pork chop. I'm
Pork
not gonna
chops.
argue with this man. Who gets that pork chops?
Yeah, it's pork chops.
What you do is some of them have this. You cut it off the bone and you make you some bone broth too, because you can can that too. That's good for you.
Bone broth.
Pork chops.
Pork chops, y'all. Fat guy with guns.
Got brisket downstairs,
Fat guy with pork
chicken
chops.
wings, chicken thighs, chicken breasts, meatballs, ground beef. All types.
All of that in a jar.
No, yes, and a nice.
So, Nicole, you were talking about chickens. Now I'm about to ask you a trick question. All the stuff Carbon Q put up there, we can get it on Amazon.
Yeah, you can.
Where can we go get a chicken from?
What do you mean a chicken?
So
A chicken.
now they have this. Remember how you used to open a catalog and buy stuff out of J.C. Penney and everything?
Yeah.
They have a catalog and they have an online store where you can either buy eggs, because I have an incubator where I was planning on buying eggs to hatch. So you can either buy eggs or buy the actual baby chickens or buy a real big chicken. Online, it's called Murray McMurray.
There it is.
Go online. I'm gonna send you the link, and you can go online, and they don't have just chickens. They have ducks, turkeys. They even have peacocks.
Now, this
Has
is new
anybody
information.
thought
to me.
about buying a peacock?
Carla, what up?
No, I never thought about buying that at all.
They
Now-
have this place is amazing, and you can go online and they will ship the birds to you, and they have coops, chicken coops, something that fits your backyard, because I have a small backyard. I don't have a giant big backyard. So you can buy a coop that fits your backyard, and you don't have to have a lot of chickens. You don't have to have 15 chickens running around. You can have like 2 or 3 or 4, but there's mandates in certain areas where they don't allow roosters, because roosters are loud, and it's an ordinance sometimes in certain areas about roosters.
I put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to get them some chicks and chickens and stuff. It's a hatchery.
Not
McMurray
chicks, not
hatchery.
chicks. We're not selling
I'm gonna
chicks.
show you a picture of my chicken.
Chicken.
Show you a picture of my chicken, but they actually got killed by wild animals. So that's another thing. Is like, if you live in an area where there's animals and if you're not protected, first of all, you got to get a coop that's secure, and you got to be distant about making sure you're letting them in at night, and putting them in the coop and locking the door. It's a lot to raising chickens. But then you got to worry about the wild animals running around.
My wife has a friend that we go visit. She lives up on the mountain in Tennessee, and they have a lot of chickens and stuff. What they do is they have 2 turkeys, and the turkeys are they're like the guardians. Yeah, and the turkeys will, if something comes, they protect all the other chickens. They make noise and all types of. They're really vicious. Now they can get killed too, but they're very protective. They'll take care of the chickens.
And I have a friend that has a llama. Now, see, that's another thing is to have a dog for a protective animal. But I have a friend that has a llama that protects her area. It walks around the whole vicinity of her area, and they are mean. They look cute and all of that, but they will kick just like a donkey. You know, they will kick you and stuff. And it's weird to see a llama because California, I'm from the East Coast. And to see an actual llama.
They have them here too. They have alpacas. People have alpaca farms and things like that. They have them here.
And I was just like, wow. And it's just amazing. So many different things that I'm learning because remember, I'm new to all of this. And so many different things that I'm learning is being amazing to me, you know?
Somebody playing Bob Marley in the background?
Yeah, turn that off.
Are you there? Yeah, hopefully they don't hit me with that.
Today's Bob Marley's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Bob Marley. One of my favorites.
So now, llama. Chick, she just told us a site where we can go buy chickens.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Anybody know what the going price on the chicken is now? What them chickens in for? Hooper, you don't know?
You want to know how much they cost?
Yeah, who can sleep? So what the chickens hitting for?
I don't know. Live chickens, I have no clue.
Now there seems to be a lot of different. There seems to be a lot of different ones, but I'm looking right now.
Yeah, I want like Kentucky.
Hold on for 1 minute. I'm gonna go get the catalog for 1 minute.
Yeah, I want
on their website. Looks like you can get some males for like almost $5 a piece. Some females.
$5 I can get a whole chicken for $5.
These are chicks.
I don't want to buy no chicks.
Let me see if I can find some grown ones.
I can't buy no chicks. You know, I got this ring on my finger. I can't.
You ready to prep them, chop their heads off, and pluck the feathers? RGG.
Yeah, what they hitting for?
Yeah, it depends on which one you get. Like some of them are $2.65 a piece. Some of them are $5 a piece.
A whole chicken, man, or
yeah.
the babies.
These are the babies. Let me find some.
I want a grown ass chicken, like the one right there on the front.
Look, y'all thought I was playing.
Yeah, I want a chicken with the red hair and everything. How much is that one right there? Chester the rooster. How much is that big one?
Look, they got plenty of chicken. Y'all see this?
That one. I want him right there. Who was that? Bill Felder. Him. That guy. How much is that chicken?
Yeah, I'm only seeing prices for chicks. I don't see the full size ones.
Real funny, Siege.
All right. But you see, the thing about chickens, you gotta buy at least 5.
That's okay. Yeah. Do that anyway.
So they're $8 a piece, $8.22 a piece.
For the big chicken?
For the females?
Big chicken. For this one.
Hell no.
$8.
I'm about to cash out you $47 right now. What y'all got on this chicken? I'm about to buy me 5 chickens.
That's funny.
I'm about to buy me 5 chickens, man. Who else? Who can you want some chicken?
Cheap.
Who can get you a chicken? They're only $8 and something. You want a chicken?
Listen, you gotta buy them wholesale.
Looks like they about 10 pounds a piece. They show up.
About a dozen.
I want to show you the turkeys and the ducks. Okay, they got ducks. Now this is the part.
Ducks look expensive.
Y'all got it. Magazine. Look, it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since they start selling, when they start doing this, then you know it's real.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't have chickens. I
You
can't
got
have chickens where I
rabbits.
live. I can't have
Hey, what
chickens.
Billy and Erica can have chickens because they down in South Georgia.
Right.
They probably
See,
chickens right down the
it's an
street.
ordinance to how many chickens you can have in your backyard. So I think they allow, where I live at, they allow up to 10 chickens.
Damn. Hey, come on, man. Hey, for real. All jokes aside, did y'all know you can go buy a whole chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you ain't never bought one then?
I can't where I live. I live where there's no space enough for me to have chickens here. It wouldn't work for me.
Yep.
And then you get your eggs, you know, you can eat fresh eggs every day. And that was the best thing, is waking up and going outside and being able to get your own eggs.
Y'all tripping, man.
It
Y'all
lasts forever.
been in this live and ain't told me I can just buy the chicken.
Yeah, and fresh eggs last forever too, man. We went up to Tennessee. We came back. We had fresh eggs. They lasted for I don't know how long, but a hell of a long time. They were all different colors. One of them was like kind of blue, and one was kind of speckled and brown, and a little yellow. And the yolk looks totally different than the yolk that you buy in the store. I mean, it's like a bright orange. It's really nice.
Y'all gotta. They will sit like, I'm gonna send you the link. Where
they go Real Rambo J right now. He already owns chickens. He showed us the chicken on live.
And order it. Go online and they'll send you a catalog for free.
Yeah, I put the link in the chat.
Mail for free.
Yeah, locked in. I know about that too. Yeah, you can buy a whole cow, half a cow.
Yep.
Get it. Yeah.
They do that around here. You can buy your whole meat for the whole for like 6 months.
Yeah.
You can buy 6 months worth of meat.
Yep.
They do that here too.
They do a lot of
that. I'm just joking, y'all, but that is informative. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know you could just buy whole chickens, but apparently everybody else did. They said you can go to Tractor Supply at different places and get, buy
Rural King
baby chickens and stuff like that. So basically, you could buy pretty much any type of.
That's true, Joe. I know.
And they got the Japanese, the roosters, those fighting roosters. I don't know if you can see them.
I see.
The fighting roosters?
The fighting roosters. So, well, people use them for fighting, but they're not supposed to. They're like real animals that's supposed to be on a farm. But the roosters are like yard protectors as well. Like if something comes around and try to get to your livestock or your food or anything, the roosters are there.
I know some roosters have like
46 chickens.
Wow.
Jesus.
Damn. Oh, Joe Va, pause, man.
Get you chickens, but the only thing about chickens is that it's just another responsibility that you have to take on. Just like having a dog and making sure he has water and he's fed and he's clean and chickens, you still have to take care of them like that.
That's true, bro. Eggs will last
by themselves. You still have to put a lot of attention and effort into raising your food, because this food is going to last you a long time. Like, these chickens are going to produce. They're going to have babies. Their egg, even though you can eat the eggs, but some of those eggs hatch.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got to have babies.
So Muttman 76 here. Great segue into my next piece. Are you guys starting to see shortages in your local grocery stores?
Man, I was in the store today. And it was looking really, really. The pickings is getting meager. Makes me start thinking.
Because you said you saw the bread aisle was empty.
Yeah, the bread aisle was like empty, man. I had to get what I could while I was there. I've decided I'm gonna start baking my own bread, learn how to bake my own bread. I decided that last night.
See,
it was scarce.
I mean, growing up, everyone knows how to make bread. I don't know if you're my age. When I was younger, we all know flour, water, a little bit of baking powder. We'll make bread.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, say that again.
Put it on a pan and put some spaghetti sauce on it with some cheese.
Is it flour, water, baking powder? Because you can make it. Or even if you could buy like, there's a thing that I know my West Indian friends taught me how to make called bake. You basically get you some self-rising flour. You need some salt and some water. You put it in there and mix it up. You pat it make it into like a little patty. Put it in some oil, fry it up. You made you some bread. Slice it in half. You want to make a sandwich, and it's good too. I learned that from my West Indian homies.
You Trinidadian?
Nah, I used to hang out in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, so I know Jamaicans, Trinidadians, people from St. Kitts, all over the world.
I grew up in a cultural mixed area like that as well, so we all know how to make bread. Most people my age.
I want to bake it though. I want to make loaves and cut it up and have a.
Who know how to make bread out there? Who know how to make their own bread?
Hot water cornbread, yeah. Fried bread. Fried bread is Joe Var. That's all it is. It's West Indian fried bread. That's all it is, bro.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna ask a better question because this is probably the most prepared live chat that I've ever had. Anybody out here that need to get into prepping, or that's looking to get into it, that haven't started yet, that's looking to get into it? That's what I need to see.
Can I add RGG? There's levels to prepping because it's one thing to have. It's one thing to have everything and carry that bag on your shoulder, but are you fit enough to carry that bag on your shoulder? Like, are you in a good shape? Are you in good health? Are you working out? Like, if one of your loved ones couldn't walk, are you ready to put them on your back and walk with them on your back?
No, not really. No.
Not me.
No.
Me either.
You see it all the time on movies. You see it all the time on TV shows and movies and all of that. They walking with the person on their back. Are you ready for that?
Hell no, I ain't ready. But
people aren't. No.
No, I can't. I got to get myself together.
Exactly. It's levels to prepping. It's one thing to have everything when you're ready, but it's another thing to stay fit, stay healthy, and be prepared for, mentally, because
I agree with that. However,
heavy.
The reality is
Don't do that.
The reality is everybody's not physically fit.
No.
Everybody's not physically fit.
That's just a reality. So at some point, we got to be able to talk to those of us who may not be physically fit and able to walk miles and carry people.
That's true.
So, I have a little girl. She's probably like 65 pounds right now. Like,
yes.
My little girl.
And here's the point too. You're not gonna, and even for people who are in shape, you're not gonna fireman's carry or piggyback somebody for 5-6 miles.
Right.
You're gonna have to create something to be able to drag them if necessary. Because on top of that, their payload, your payload, it's a lot. Like you said, there's definitely levels to it because
there's different levels to it. And like you said, you got to be prepared. Like, do you even know how to build what do you call that when you put a person on top of it?
Stretcher.
A stretcher out of wood. If you're in the wood and you don't got anything, like, it's levels to being prepared.
Mm-hmm. And that's, I agree. There too. That's why it's definitely a team sport.
Yep.
But this is why I try to do this. I want to do my prepping live at least once a month. This is why we're on part 5 for that reason. The idea is for us to get this information to each other. Those of us that do know, we teach the ones that don't know. That's the idea. We get this information out here because one thing for certain, somebody's going to take something away from this and go do something different tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because it's
some people out.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. I always talk about that.
I'm a small person by heart. Like, this is in my genes. I'm small. I don't
Black is beautiful. What up?
And all of that. So
my black is beautiful.
You have to stay prepared. Like,
yeah, no question. I think somebody said a good point too. Like, bugging in if you can, it's the best.
That's the plan because I really don't have any way. I really don't have any way to bug out too.
Yeah, I'm trying to bug in. I mean, that's a big thing. You can bug out if it's like I ain't got no choice.
Right.
Like take your ass in the house, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm leaving if like a giant tidal wave is about to take us out or something like that. I'm not. Other than that, I'm chilling. You know.
And I was just talking to my friend about Katrina. Like a lot of people didn't have any choice. You can have all of this stuff prepared, but what if a flood came and all of that shit was wiped away? Excuse me. But
that's the part.
They went through some real, like that was real.
Mm-hmm.
And you got all your stuff prepared, and then all of it is wiped away. What you gonna do? Are you physically fit to handle all of that?
I think having to bug out is the extreme.
That's the last resort.
That's like the last resort. Like, that is the extreme.
Yeah, that's like
So here's what I always end up having to go back to. So I went into this. This happens every time I talk about prepping.
Right.
I have to double back to what common prepping needs would be. Example. A couple days ago, we had some quite a bit of snow here.
Right.
A couple weeks ago, we had a super deep freeze where wind chills was 30 below, 35 below. You ain't gonna be outside in that. You don't even want to be going to the store back and forth. You don't want to do any of that. I remember talking to Zach. I think that was you where your power went out.
Yep.
So these are common things that happen that so many people simply aren't prepared for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When y'all start talking to me about having water or because a lot of these prepping things that we buy is a lot of the stuff is for bugging out. Like a lot of stuff you go buy, like life straws and different things like that. I think everybody should have life straws though. Even because imagine if you were in the house and the water get contaminated or something.
Right.
Now that's a good question. So like life straws, say you just like your water just wasn't good. You know how they tell you got to boil your water, or whatever. Yeah. So can you run that boo-boo water and then just still drink with a life straw?
Actually, yes, you can. That's what a life straw is made for.
Yeah, it's for
life straw is made for if you're in that type of situation. A life straw is made for that. If you're in that type of situation, that you can drink that water. That's what it's made for. You may not want to do it, but if you want to die and you need to, that's what it's made for.
You're drinking that doo-doo water.
That's what it's made for. It sounds horrible and disgusting, but that's what it's made for.
That's what that straw is made for, to filter all that stuff out.
Right.
Yep.
So listen, for you guys out there who may not own life straws, go to Amazon, look up life straws. There's a couple different types. Order you some, man. They're not terribly expensive.
Yep.
Matter of fact,
that's good information.
Yeah, I think those. So I'll be wanting people to, because I'm not a big prepper at all, man. All this stuff has been new to me over the last, several months here, but I want people to understand the basics of prepping, which I'm thinking, get you some water, stock up on dry goods, canned goods, buy extra for the crib. Don't just have just enough to eat. If you got to go out every week just to get regular stuff to eat, like you should have, if it ain't nothing, I know people say what they say, like ramen noodles don't have any nutritional value.
They don't, but
I still say get them. Yeah.
That's true. Just like bottled water, like we go through water on a regular basis, and I'm always going back out to get more water. Even though I know I feel like in my heart I'm stocking up, but we still drink all of that water. And I
thought I was stocked up too, man. I went out in the garage one day. That pile, I know the pile was getting smaller too, because it was like taller than me. And then all of a sudden,
there comes a point where it's like you got to go buy water and put it aside and say, nobody touches that.
Yep.
Right. You definitely have to do that.
It's the water to drink right now. And if we need more water, we go out and get. But the water we got stacked up right here, nobody touches that.
Emergency uses only.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. That's what I say, but
yeah. So
I know, because I'm constantly in. I swear in my heart that I got enough water.
You can never have enough.
You can never have enough water.
Yeah, I got to get better with that. Rice and beans, okay, always on the shelves.
Definitely.
Rice beans. You can. It's a place called Augustine Farms where you can order survival kits, and they have dried food. They have seeds to grow, like for It takes, and I think that's what discourages people is that they feel like it takes a long time to grow your own food, and you're gonna be sitting there and you need food right now.
Watch this, Nicole. I'm about to show you something interesting about this 2A channel. Watch this. You got right now, I'm talking to anybody in the chat. Tomorrow you got $400 you can go out and spend on whatever. Do you purchase a firearm or would you spend the $400 on prepping supplies?
Supplies.
You can only choose one or the other.
Supplies.
Supplies.
I'm not. There's no cap.
In those supplies, you can survive.
I want to hear what my people out here gonna say though.
Right.
Zach just started laughing. We already know what that meant.
Because I'm in a position where I can spend $400 on a firearm.
Nah, man, you know what I'm talking about. Don't try to be like I got all my prepping stuff together. I
don't have everything, but I'm at a point where I can make it if I don't go spend $400.
Zoe say he buying the banger.
It's true. I ain't gonna lie.
I got enough guns and ammo, so I definitely get more supplies.
You see, that should be the thought process.
It should be, but it's not mine.
We got plenty of guns, we got ammo. That should be the process. All right, I got guns and ammo. I'm gonna go buy supplies.
Yep. Right. I'll buy some more Goya beans, man. $1 a can. I'll be getting them joint, man. Get dry beans, right?
I got 100 pounds. Big I got 100 pounds of rice stacked away. Yeah, I got multiple things stacked away. I've been doing this for several years.
Zach got the food, so he go get the gun. I got the gun. I get the more food. So it all depends on what you lie. You know what I'm saying? So me and Zach linked up. We be straight.
And that's another thing about having a community. Mm-hmm. We all live in different parts of the United States.
Yes.
And if you wanted to go somewhere, you need to have someone that you can reach out to and say, look, I'm here and this is happening. You think we can come out there for a little while and, live out and help you out, or, because you have skills and I have skills and we both can share them.
Hold on, Nicole. We got to kick somebody in the chat. Somebody get Big Zoe out of here.
Zach, why are you laughing?
No, because Big Zoe talking about he gonna get him some extra grits and put some sugar on it. That's why
I asked everybody in the chat that put sugar on their grits to leave, and apparently they still here.
Who does that? I wasn't raised like that.
Thank you, victory has defeated you. If you don't own a firearm, the premise supplies you are buying is for somebody who owns a firearm. Interesting.
That's an interesting fact.
Man, but on the gun joint though, look, there's this one joint I'm definitely gonna get my hands on. But
Luca, we ain't finna turn this into no gun buying.
No. But that's part of survival. But as far as supplies though, man, I definitely, if you gave me $400, I'm going to get the supply, right?
If I wasn't in the position that I was in, I would think the same way. It's like I was at the store today looking. I'm telling my wife, I want to get this new freezer. It's like a giant deep freezer. I want to get it. It's like $700, and she's looking at me like, you already got 2 deep freezers. I don't care. I want another one.
I'm gonna give me another generator.
I do have generators if the power goes out. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I've been doing this for a little while, so it's not really new to me. I don't have everything that I need, and nobody's ever gonna have everything.
No.
But I feel that I can sustain for however long for a little good amount of time. It's like when my power went out the other day. We were on the phone talking. I came home, the power wasn't working. I didn't get excited because I'm like, yo, I know I can make it through this. I know I have stuff in the house. I got flashlights, I got batteries, I got generator, I can make it if I need to. That's just how I feel about it. I've been doing this a long time because of it. I ain't start putting pork chops in a jar for nothing.
Shout out to pork chops in a jar.
I got plenty. I got a lot of canned food. I like to, but you can never have enough stuff. Right?
Nope, you can't.
Even though a lot of that canned stuff.
I'm about to go Zach. I'm about to do chili.
You want to do what?
Some chili.
Chili? Yeah, I thought about doing some chili or something like that. I haven't done it.
Can chili.
Yeah, and it'll last a little. It's
They
just
got
like
Hormel chili.
it's just like buying Hormel chili in the store. It's the same thing. You make bean soup. You can make baked beans. All type of stuff.
All kinds of stuff, man. It's cool to see that with the canning with the mason jar stuff like that. I definitely want to try that myself.
It's easy.
Like canned goods and stuff like that. Even though they'll tell you like the canned goods got a certain expiration date. They just do that joint as a marketing tool because they want you to buy more shit, right?
Right.
Look, on the can it says best if used by. Most stuff doesn't say expiration. It says best if used by.
If it has a dent in the can, then don't eat it.
Right. No dents in the can. No.
Yeah, no dents.
If it doesn't have a dent, then you're good.
Yep.
In the store? So if it's a dented can in the store, don't buy it?
Don't buy it.
No, you shouldn't. No. That's why back in the day, if a can was dented, they would sell it to you for cheaper than what the actual price was.
Yeah.
You used to be able to buy a dented can. You can't do it no more.
The can is made of a certain material that lets off like it just isn't good for your body. When it's dented, that material lets off into the food.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
It's not good. What if cans are made of tin? It used to be tin cans, but now it's made of I don't know. They put other different stuff inside the material, so when it's dented, then it just lets off into the food, and it's just infected.
And that's why I like the canning too, because I know what's in that jar. I know I cut that meat up. I know I went and bought them fresh vegetables. Right. I know when I went and got those, because you can do the dry beans too. You can put them in there and basically cook them in there and can them. Yeah, right. The chili, you can do all that stuff. So, and you know where it came from. You got to work, and it's in a glass jar, and you done cooked it for 90 minutes at 250 degrees, and however much pressure you're gonna have, that you need for your altitude, and it's gonna be good.
And I grew up with a pressure cooker in my house.
We did too. My mother always was. The little one that had the thing spinning, you hear it,
right,
making the noise.
So, a pressure cooker, I wasn't too scared of it, and a lot of people are afraid of pressure canning because they're scared the top is gonna blow off and all of this, but
they changed the technology on all that. So like the one that I put in my video, it actually has special features on it. So like what used to happen is the pressure would build up in a pressure canner and it would explode. So they have certain things, the way that they have the ring set up, they have a little button that'll actually shoot out first to let the steam off so the whole thing doesn't explode. They have different safety measures on different ones that you have.
Right. So everybody starting to can, starting to prep. Like if you have a small family and younger kids, get them into the mode of a fire plan, or a hazard plan. Like if anything was to happen, the house caught on fire, you don't want to scare your kids, but show them this is what you do. You go over here, you come over here, you go here. If you don't got a cell phone, knock on a neighbor's door, let them know, this happened.
Yeah.
If it's a fire in the kitchen, I even showed my little girl how to use the fire extinguisher. Because people just ignore, they panic, like, oh, this is happening, and they run out, and it just creates more chaos.
That's right.
It's things that we have that we need to start paying attention to.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't fish. I'm just looking at what Showtime Rider said. Chicago prepping is different from Houston prepping. North is different from South. I agree, because I think you're going to deal with different elements, different problems.
Really stupid.
You stupid.
Dumbass.
Stupid.
But yeah,
come out of here, man.
It's a lot, man. It's definitely, like you said, you can't do it all overnight. I think people get overwhelmed because it can be very overwhelming.
Right, you gotta.
That's what happened to me the first time we did the Prepper Live, man. I was messed up, bro. I didn't go to sleep till like 4 a.m. I went upstairs. I was watching Netflix. I'm looking up everything on YouTube. I'm like, man, what am I doing with my life? I don't have nothing.
A little bit at a time, man.
Do a little at a time, man. It's like one of the guys, Alaskan prepper. He always talks about doing a payday prep. Because when you get paid, buy a little something. Every payday, buy a little something, put it away. That's just for your prep. Do your payday prep. Before you know it, it'll just start building and building and building.
Yeah.
But it's look, let me get back to the part. Like, you know why people hesitate to grow food? Because they feel like it takes too long.
Right.
Like, you put the seed in the ground, it's going to take 6 months for you to actually see some type of food. But there are foods you can grow that don't take that long to grow.
That's true.
You know? But it's one thing to want to grow something, but it's another thing to be able to grow in the area where you live. You got to know your grow zone. You got to know what grows in your area in certain months.
Rep your zone, Nicole. What's your zone?
My zone is 10B.
I'm 6B.
Okay, so but you know where you grow.
Y'all gonna stop this right now.
Area in certain months because it gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm growing my lemon, my orange and my lemon trees. I'm growing them in the house right now. My lemon tree is sitting right over here next to me. She's doing well. She's got big lemons on her. My orange tree is downstairs, and then I got one orange tree in the garage too, covered up with a nice blanket.
Y'all just gonna say 6B, 10B.
But then there's another thing is not even, some people don't even have a backyard. Like my mom, she has a backyard, but she's old. She's 72. She has a back porch, but I showed her how to grow with containers. You can get pots and plant seeds. She had tomatoes growing on her back. And my mom, she was a plant lady. For me growing up, she always had plants. So
yeah, my mom.
Okay, now let me stop you guys
she's
for a
in
minute.
Boston. She's in the East Coast. She has a back porch. She has
I only have a deck.
She has celery growing on her back porch. You don't have to have a big ass yard or a ground. I don't even grow in the dirt.
Hold on, Nicole. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. What the hell is 6B and 10B? Everybody's waiting. What is that?
In the country, there are different places where you can grow different things, and different things grow better in different zones. So there's zones all across the country.
Go on Google and say, what is my zone?
Find the link. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. Give me a second.
Yeah. Show them how to find their zone in the area.
So let me help you guys with what I'm trying to do here. I know you guys are like preppers, but most people aren't. So when you say certain things, that's like, that's like me telling Hookah, like, hey man, I just went to Spanky's earlier today, man. And everybody in the chat, look, what the hell is Spanky's? Nobody know that's the restaurant down the street. But when y'all start talking about them zones, don't nobody know what the hell that means. So that's just
a grow zone. Basically, is being able to grow in your area. It's certain foods that you can grow that tolerate certain temperatures.
Okay.
So, like cucumbers, they're cold weather. Like you can grow in the cold. You can grow brassicas, which are broccoli, collard greens, anything that's green, like green leaf, because they're thick. Collard greens are thick. They can withstand the frost and the cold. So summertime, it's squash. You can grow squash, zucchini, and a lot of people don't eat. Like my thing is, I grow what I eat. I'm not gonna grow stuff that I know I can eat.
Cucumbers too. Cucumbers grow really well when it's hot.
Grow a lot of people, but squash grows well in certain areas. If you like squash.
Now what separates like A, B zones? I see some people saying 8A, 8B, 6B. Is that just where you at in the country?
Yeah, it's like the United States. So where are you at, Zach?
I'm in Ohio.
So what zone are you?
6B.
So he's 6B, Ohio. So Chicago is probably 7A. Right, Zach?
Hold on. I'm trying to find a map for them right now.
Yep.
Okay. So Chicago is 7, but it's certain times of the year that you can grow certain vegetables.
Yep. I'm 7A.
Hookah, you 7A?
Yep.
Where you at, Hookah?
Maryland.
Okay, so you're 7A.
Maybe I'm 6B with Zach.
Yeah, you're probably 6B.
Probably.
I'm dropping a link in the chat. So if people want to go this website, you can put in your information.
Once
It'll tell you where it is.
Yeah, you can find out what you can grow in certain.
I'm finna Google mine now.
Check your. Just hit that link I put in the chat, bro.
Yeah, plant hardiness. Yep.
I don't want to get up in the middle of the chat. I'm sorry, y'all.
Bang bang. Where I'm at? Hold on, I'm looking it up, y'all.
Bro, I'm gonna show something.
Go ahead.
This is for people who don't have a lot of space, because I don't have a lot of space.
Yeah, my mom, she grows on her back porch.
But this is what I did.
Most people, go ahead, Zach.
I built these. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's on my deck.
On a pallet.
I have 3 of them now. I just went and got some boards and took it and I built it. And I have 3 of them now. This is just actually I have 4. These are just the 2 that I had at the time. But this is how I started growing them on my deck.
Wow, look at that! It's beautiful.
With those, and you can grow just about anything in a 5-gallon bucket. I had peppers at the time. I think I had some cabbage over there. There was some zucchini that was growing. I'm shooting some eggplant that was growing. Onions over here.
Right.
You can do all of that right on your whatever space that you have. You don't have to have a whole ton of space.
And a lot of people don't know that when you get those plastic containers in the store that be having like the cookies in them or croissants and they're plastic, the containers, you can grow. You can start your seedlings in that. Like you could put dirt in it and put your seeds in it and then cover it because it's like a mini greenhouse. Put that top on it and you water it. It's like a mini greenhouse. And then you just put it to side. Like people, you can start ginger. You can go ginger, turmeric, everything. And that's the thing about me. Like I said, I only grow what I eat and what I use. So I'm more into my health and keeping myself healthy. So I grow ginger, turmeric, moringa. I started growing moringa and, garlic out there growing. And my tea, I have mint, strawberry mint, peppermint, spearmint, a lot of things that, remember, keep in mind, like if I'm going to grow something, I'm going to grow something that I eat.
I grew potatoes too. They came
people
out
looking up they place. I'm seeing people putting it out there. 9A and Baton Rouge.
Right, 9A.
8A.
Yeah, I learned all this stuff from Lead Farmer. That's what I learned it from.
Yeah, Lead Farmer.
I'm glad you watch him.
That's what I learned.
I don't even be seeing you in the chat because
I'm not in the chat like I used to be. During the whole for like maybe almost a year and a half, I was always there all the time. And then once I got into it, I started doing my own thing.
I didn't even before I only been on YouTube for 1 year.
Me too.
Before I was on YouTube, I was still growing, but I was doing it on my own terms. I wasn't showing anybody what I was doing. I was just growing. And I'm not the person like to let people in to what I'm doing, like being on camera and doing all of that. Because I remember I've been through a lot.
Right.
So I'm not the one to be out there telling my business and all of that. So it was hard for me to even start a channel, but Lead Farmer was like, I'm going to challenge all of y'all that have knowledge. I want you to share what you do on YouTube.
We need lead.
We're gonna get them on the channel.
I learned so much.
So I started my channel and I was like, this is cool because the community, like you do get people who don't like you, just, I don't know. They just don't want to hear what you got to say. You're going to get that. You get that every day in life.
Definitely.
My whole thing about the whole growing, and I like it, and it's cool, and I kept a few things. My thing is when I look at it, I don't have enough space for it to sustain me and my family.
Right.
That's how I look at it. It's not like I can make space, I can try to make it stuff, but I don't have enough. Like you need to have some sort of, in my thinking, have some sort of acreage, right?
Sure, so that's what I've been fighting for. Like, I don't even want to go go into the political part about it because I do a lot in the community with politics, and I've been fighting for reparations, for Black people to get that land that we deserve, and being able to own homes and housing in areas where you don't see Black people. It's some parts of here in California where you can't even afford to live in that area.
He's right. He should do
make it like that.
I don't have enough land. I mean, I want my 40 acres and a mule.
It's so much land that can be used for things that we need. I deserve my own land. I deserve my own farm. I deserve my own homestead to be able to raise my food and survive off the land and stop depending on the government to take care of me.
I want my 40 acres too, Nicole. I want my 40 acres.
We all deserve it. We all deserve to give ourselves a chance to live off of the land. And it's not just Black people; it's Native Americans that've been here.
Yeah, indigenous.
They've been doing this. So I don't even want to get started on the political part of owning your own land, but I can tell people to start thinking about it. And when you get that money, you get $40,000 or $50,000, all of a sudden, start investing your money in buying some type of land that you can live on and survive off of.
And make sure you learn about that land too. Make sure you own the mineral rights underneath the ground, all type of stuff. Make sure you learn, because you buy some land and all you own is everything that's on the top. Somebody come on and say, "Hey, I need what's underneath," and get out of here. So make sure you do your research and know about your land.
Yep.
Deep. Boy, this got deep. Y'all gonna go buy some water tomorrow? The people that don't prep.
It's a dirty game.
Where's Erica? Is Erica still in here?
She was. I'm gonna go buy some water anyway.
Erica Miles. Where's she at?
Buying water.
No, because Erica has said that she's getting into the prepping game, sort of like me, just trying to get started and figure it out. So I want to see kind of what she's doing to get started, because some people, I know for a fact there's just people listening and just kind of gaining the info. Erica, I want to post a link. You're welcome to come in and talk to me. I want you to tell me about how what are you doing now in your early stages?
If you get the right contract, Jovar, all rights transfer. If you get the right contract, but if you get the wrong contract, all rights don't transfer. It depends on what's in that contract. Because I'm in that business too. I used to do mortgage fraud investigation, so that's part of my line of work too. I know how all that works. I've seen people get screwed.
Everything.
I've seen people get screwed.
Grow your own, eat your own.
Appreciate you, Guns.
That's interesting. I just posted the link for Erica. I'm gonna see if she can come here and tell us, because I know I'm talking about, and I still ain't that good at it. I ain't gonna even cap.
Right.
Everybody here sound like they super prepping, but I'm so early in the game, and it don't cross my mind all the time until you do one of these lives. Mm-hmm. Then the information start coming out. Then you be kind of like, damn. Yeah, I need to go buy this. I need to go buy that.
It's just a little bit at a time, man. Because
facts, Jovo.
Everybody ain't gonna have. I saw you a lot there. I know he's out there somewhere talking about Ramsey J. We ain't seen Ramsey J in a minute. He got that video.
Ramsey J might have traded, bro. He might have traded squads.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna stay over here on Golden State.
Right.
Erica.
Hello.
What's good, Erica? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Can't complain.
Good. This is Erica, part of my fly family. It's Erica Miles, y'all. It's my homegirl here, but I want to talk to you about your prepping journey, right? So I saw you put in the chat earlier that you kind of let Billy do the firearm.
Shalom,
you let Billy do the firearm thing, and you handle the prep. So tell me how long you've been into the prepping thing now. How new is it to you, and then how far along are you?
Honestly, growing up, I've been prepping but it was different living in New York than it is living down here.
Okay.
Like living in Georgia, we always have tornado warnings. So I had to get used to having a bag ready for everybody. So it could be like they could say, "Oh, we're gonna have rain all week," and then all of a sudden we hearing alarms going off telling you, "Oh, there's a tornado." Then it's like, okay, we had to learn how to, what was the protocol for taking shelter. I never been in a tornado before. Billy wasn't here, so I had my teenager son be like, "Hey, what are we supposed to do?"
Yeah.
Like on the movies and stuff, they'd be like, "Oh, you supposed to go underground." I don't have a underground bunker,
Right.
so that's something that I'm looking to get into. Mine an underground bunker because we have so many tornadoes in the area. I make sure we all have bags ready. We have clothes, socks, flash. Everybody has their own flashlight. I even bought like these little fanny packs.
Oh, Billy, boy, I can't wait to talk about him. Okay, go ahead.
So I bought fanny packs to where everybody has a lighter, everybody has a knife, everybody has something to build fire with, hygiene stuff on top of their prep bag.
Nice.
So in our prep bag, we have clothes, I may have a little snack for everybody, medication. So everybody has their own individual bags.
Nice. So what do you do in home, like for bugging in? So like if you got, you got to stock up on water. Do you stock up on dry goods? What's kind of your strategy there?
So here's the issue we're having. I buy water, the kids drink the water.
That's what be happening to me.
Right. My kids are bougie. They don't like canned food because they used to me growing my own food. So I really don't have that much canned vegetables like I want to because they won't eat it. So I'm thinking about just having a cabinet where I could just have the canned foods for just in case we do need it.
Right.
You do have to bug in, right?
Billy said we do have corn. We have one can of corn.
Nah. We got.
Hell no, boy, they got a long way to go. Billy, get your ass to the stove.
Yeah, other canned food is for just in case, right? That's like, until
No, I forgot. I just bought what is it? Chicken in a can.
There's the chicken, the tuna, the baked beans, the mixed. It's like 40.
No,
which ain't shit. I know Zach like 40 cans.
We got 4 cans of baked beans, 1 can of corn.
Billy, get your ass to the store.
Man, get to the store.
Oh yeah, that's funny. We got
and think about it. And if you big, right? If you big,
I'm big. Who go ahead?
Your body can eat off of your body gonna eat off itself anyway. So if you don't eat you still got to eat and maintain a certain nourishment. Right. But even if you're not eating like you would eat, because obviously you're not gonna eat the same way in circumstances like that versus now, right? So you're gonna drop weight. The weight's gonna fall completely off. Anybody watches that Naked and Afraid will tell you that you'll see weight fall right off of you. So this is like, you're not gonna be able to eat in the lap of luxury during SHTF. We all know that, right? So that's what I think that's the part that people get overwhelmed with when it comes to this stuff, because they're trying to live like they live in a normal circumstance, in a shit as a fan situation. No, you're not going to get that unless you're Zach, you're not going to have that steak, right? But Zach got to prepare. You know what I'm saying?
You got to change your mind, because after a while that steak might run out. There's a switch that's going to have to flip. And I understand that this whole plague thing, it made me understand it a lot better. Because when you go somewhere and you expect the things that you normally have, and you turn a corner and everything is gone, that does something to your mind. I don't care who you are.
And the crazy
it changes your mind.
Yep. And the crazy joint is that's the thing. That's the biggest thing, is your mental state. Like when they say I hear people say we got to go back to normal. This is normal.
Yeah, this is the new normal.
And the crazy joint is, we've been so spoiled because we look at people that are smaller countries or lesser developed, whatever you want to call them, right? That are way more prepared because they had this is like daily stuff, right? Going through, so they don't have the resources that a lot more developed countries have. Either was stolen or they just, they don't have access to it, right? So they had to figure it out. And I think we get a little spoiled here. And then when the thing happened, people lost their minds. Like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And it's like,
let's get to it.
It's over.
The government is always there to help people. They depend on the government to be there to help them. Right. You got to get out of that mindset.
Yeah.
Like I have this conversation, and I'm not even talking about a natural disaster. You ever been in a situation where you ran out of money? I'm talking about real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have any money to go buy anything to eat.
Talk that talk, Nicole.
That's real.
Oh, yeah, I've been in that situation. Shout out to all the little surveys you used to do back in the day to where you get you $10, $15 and you had to choose between put gas in your car. Done all that. Yeah, I've been there. So, when you think about it now, right? Because sometimes, people.
Now imagine it 10 times worse.
Oh, 100%. It's going to be crazy.
And it was a point. Look, I've been through it. The lights went out here. The power went out for 5 days, and all my money was on a debit card. And so I couldn't go to the ATM or the banks because why? The power was out.
Yep.
One thing we do
money, I didn't have no cash.
You gotta have cash.
And rice is something we do keep.
Another thing I want to tell people, like, stack up some money. Like, I'm old school. I'm from the old school, and I've been around where I remember my father and my mother keeping cash stacked up in the closet. Keep cash on hand. You think cash is, keep cash on hand and forget about it. Because one day those ATM cards are not going to work.
That's true.
Right. That's it. See? There go another moment right there, y'all.
And cash in small denomination stuff you can break up and pay $1. And
that's right.
You all get like $100
coins. I have
all that stuff.
A jug filled with coins and stuff. Like
PVC pipes full of coins.
Yeah.
Small bills.
And just stash it. Have a stash in your car. Have a stash in your bug out bag. Each bug out bag should have a cash stash.
Actual cash.
That's actual. Just have it in there because that's going to be the mode of exchange for a few days or weeks. If it goes past that, then you're in another situation. But those first 3 days to 3 weeks, that's going to be the primary form of exchange if something happens.
So whether you're bugging out or in, we should have some cash.
Always.
Yes.
That's definitely cash.
It's like Nicole said, I went to go get some breakfast someplace and my debit card didn't work. I had to drive out of the line because they were only taking cash.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of cash.
In gas. I have a gas can. I have a 20-gallon gas can in my garage filled with gas.
So yeah, that's real.
I would say if you want to keep some cash, and what I've always heard, I've had people tell me, you want to have like $500 to $1,000 in small bills.
Yeah,
have that cash in the house. That's a good amount to keep. Just stick it away and leave it.
I do not have $500 to $1,000.
But build up. Just build up. Get to 20.
You'd be surprised at how much change. Think about over the time because this thing, RWG. It's like I know people in the joint may be overwhelmed. But you got to get out of that mindset that you're not going to be living the same way you're living now. Situation like that. So we got it's good that tighten the belt type of deal. So even if you don't think you have it, think about all the times you go to a store. You go buy a couple things, you get that change back. You do that the next day, you get more change back. Just start throwing that change in there before you know it. You got at least $300-400 in change, and you ain't even do nothing. You know what I mean? Like
get that water bottle and fill it up.
The nickels, dime penny, that stuff fill up quick. You have before you know it, you got $500-600 in change. That's not even dollar bills and low bill.
It's funny.
Damn, I gotta go. I'm gonna go take some money out the bank. See, I'm gonna go take some money out the bank tomorrow because I don't even be having cash to tip the pizza man.
I'm telling
remember my father having like big giant like Hawaiian punch bottles in his closet. It's funny she said that. Full of change. He had one that will have quarters, one that will have dimes, one that have nickels. He did that for years. He still got some of that stuff at the house now.
Okay. Change.
So Erica, you say you keep a lot of rice, and what else did you say?
Rice.
We keep rice, peanuts,
Mm-hmm.
and cash.
Okay.
We try to,
high caloric index foods. You got like peanut butter is one of the best.
Yeah.
It has high caloric intake. It has fats that your body needs.
Yep.
Get a can of Jif every time you go to the store. Get it and push it back, in the cabinet, or rotate it so you have the old stuff in front. And so if your kids are eating it, you keep constantly stocking that stuff. Peanut butter.
And
is
another
one of the
thing
best
too, and I've mentioned this before because if anybody pays attention to this, during the whole time of this whole, there wasn't any food. Where the food wasn't was where the regular consumers went. The restaurant stores that sell the restaurants and stuff, they had everything there. I know because I started doing them. It costs a little bit more and you get a lot of bigger portions, but they had everything. I was able to find bread, I was able to find beans, even cleaners, all type of stuff. It costs a little bit more and it's bigger, but you go to the restaurant supply store, that chain never really broke down.
No, they showed up dead, man.
It was the regular chain. It was the regular consumer chain that broke down, and they couldn't figure out how to make one work with the other, and they just never did. But that stuff was always there.
We need like 6 rolls of big brown paper towels,
right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like I don't. What am I do? But it's like it's
peanut butter.
That's the case.
You don't tell me you don't got nothing. I got 4 big ass peanut butters ready to roll. Let's go, BP. Me and you, we on.
Did you just
peanut butter?
Come back.
Billy be taking the peanut butter sandwiches to work.
No, and you know what?
Right.
People don't utilize the food pantry.
That's it. You got to be stocked.
So you gotta humble yourself.
Yeah, you do.
Because when you go to those food pantries, I swear they give you so much.
Hooked up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I know where all the food pantries are at in my county.
Yeah,
that's smart. Right?
And some of that stuff I don't even need, but the stuff that I do need, that's another part of prepping. Like going to the food pantries and seeing what they have and what they're throwing away, because they throw away so much food.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't buy into that whole idea of like you're hoarding. I don't buy into that idea. I say do what you got to do because you and yours got to survive. And I understand that there's others that I love and everything, but you need to make sure that you and yours can get through what you need to get through. All that you hoarding stuff, you take it. Yep, you damn right. That's what I'm doing. Get everything that I can to make sure that I make it through whatever I need to.
Humble yourself, because a lot of people feel like, oh, I don't want to be standing in line at the food pantry.
Oh, and that's big facts.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see what they have.
Mm-hmm.
If the line is long and they don't got what I need, then I'm not gonna stand in that long line.
Shout out to the plague for showing.
But if they have something I need, I'm gonna stand in the line.
But I bet you people in here, like, I mean, I'm not going to even like say, like, I'm not going to call no people out, but, it's few, bougie people up here that don't even know nothing about no food pantries. Now, I ain't sleep on no food pantries. I'll tell y'all right now, I'm the layaway king. I made it public. A lot of y'all was scared to say layaway publicly until I started saying it. Chumps. Now I'm gonna let you know. You better learn about your food pantry.
I'll get up.
When it comes to survival, man, that pride shit need to go out the window. You do what you gotta do.
Facts, man. Look between y'all, you and Nicole. Facts, man. I remember during the plague. Before the plague, nobody went to the dollar store. Nobody.
Shit, who?
I mean, I've been going to the dollar store for years.
Everybody went to the dollar when it first came out. Stop playing.
When the dollar, people don't go to dollars. Like they think about.
Pissed off now that the dollar stores, the $1.25 store, they didn't change the sign.
Right.
I don't like that.
Prep materials, get your medication, do all of that little Tylenol and Advil that they have, and gas for gas bloating and all of that stuff. Get all of that little stuff that you think is not going to work and put it in your bug out bag.
Not only that, I keep carrying these around. These are like little old.
I read that right. Woo, boys,
get these things. Get your medication. Have these packs with like your Tylenol. Put them inside your packs.
Right.
And you get those at the dollar store because they're cheaper there. So you take these, you pack those medications in, throw them in the pack.
When you went to the dollar store, I'm not talking about anybody in here, but when you went to the dollar store, you never seen long lines in the dollar store unless they had that one cashier in there, right? I've never seen a lot of people. I knew people that literally said, I would never go. You'll never see me in that store. Even if they weren't in there when that plague came, when the plague hit,
because you want to know,
Dollar Tree.
That was one of the places when you couldn't find any cleaning supplies.
Man,
Dollar Tree had everything.
Everything. Dude,
they got Fabuloso. They got the awesome, awesome spray. Let me tell you.
I love that awesome spray.
Dollar store. That's like them jokers that wouldn't buy ammo from Walmart. Like what?
Me too. Hey, Siege, me too. I thought Showtime Riders was out here.
Oh,
showing out.
He did
Dollar Tree. They got string. People don't even be thinking about like rope, like twine.
Yep.
Like rope to tie stuff up. They have that there.
Yeah.
That's another rope.
Get the nylon cord.
And please, everybody,
a lot of paracord.
Everybody get your medical kits in order. Learn how to use them, put them together, have small, medium, and large ones, have them in multiple places, because in times of need, we've seen this last 2 years, access to medical care, especially in our community, is limited. Mm-hmm. So I had an incident this week where I cut 3/4 of my finger almost all the way, through. And if that had been a situation where I didn't have medical supplies on hand, that could be a serious situation. So get you some supplies, learn how to use them, get you some 4x4s, get you some antibiotics, get you some different things you may use and need. Learn how to use this stuff. Even if it's just the basic, a trauma kit, know how to use a tourniquet. Have one of those in each location you're in. Luckily, I had, access to that stuff and kind of prevented a lot of the injury. I was able to go to healthcare. What if it was a situation where I couldn't get to it? How am I going to be able to, close this wound, suture it up, use what I have to do to prevent that from getting infected, which can lead to other situations and you end up losing your hand and dying. So I think we really need to push that as well as our food. That should be part of your kit.
Does anybody know their blood type?
Did you get stitches?
10 stitches, and they have to glue the fingernail and that with.
That happened to me when I was a kid. My brother slammed the door, my finger in the door, and I had to get stitches, and I was in a cast.
Yeah. So.
I'm sorry about that.
Stuff can happen at any time, so we need to be prepared.
I was laughing. It was on the finger.
But listen, you know what else? CPR. How many people know how to do CPR?
CPR and stop the bleed. Those classes are free every Saturday at most places.
Your friend if you're in. I remember I was in a situation. My friend had a seizure, and she fell out. We was going to go buy pizza. We was in a store, and she fell out, and I panicked.
Yeah, because you don't know what to do. It's like. So if you have just a little bit of training, just a little training goes a long way. And again, start with the basics. Start with stuff for, your kids' cuts and bruises and stuff like that. Get a little pack, like Erica, she had in a little pack that had certain things in it. Make a little medical pack to throw in there with some Band-Aids, with some 4x4s, if you have other health conditions, everybody knows the state of their health. When you go to the doctor, they're going to, you can ask, hey, can I get some extra, say you need a bronchodilator, if you have asthma. Hey, can I get a couple extra? Can you write me a prescription to keep, a stock of those in my, so ask them those things, extra medication that you may have. So if you can't get back to the doctor, and 9 times out of 10, they'll be glad to make sure that you have that, so you have to be kind of your own best advocate because again, access to healthcare is getting harder to get there.
Mm-hmm. And mental health.
Anybody on the panel know their blood type?
Know your blood type.
My blood type.
You gotta know your blood type. So that's another important.
Positive too.
Yep. AB positive here.
What's my blood type?
I don't know. You got to find out.
RGG, ask your doctor to let you know your blood type.
You should know that. Yeah, you should know
that. I didn't find out until later either. So.
Like I know my wife is a universal donor, so if something happens to me, she gonna just give me something. She can donate to anybody.
So she's O. O is a universal donor. AB, I'm AB. That's universal recipient. We can pretty much take everybody else's blood. So
positive, your ass.
If you guys get the opportunity, get yourself a card, a donor card. So if you're the one who needs the blood, they know what kind of blood. When they go through your identification, they know what kind of blood is good for you.
Whoa, Pooh Bear. Whoa, hope that's a typo. What is Pooh Bear type?
What?
Oh, hope that's a typo. I'm like, those are problems I don't want to have.
Yeah, I don't want none of that tape.
I don't want
Put no good tape on me.
that thing
I don't need no tape.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Liquid stitches. Yeah, that's good to have.
Yeah, liquid stitches is perfect. I hope you never have to use that other stuff.
Duct tape. I think you meant duct tape.
Yeah, that's it. That's even always messing with it though. Like, I hope you ain't got to use that.
I hope, yeah.
Like,
You're doing something wrong if you need duct tape.
or you know, or they might have it, but it's not necessarily for first aid.
Right. Something different.
Something different. Shout out to.
He gave us clear.
I'll just stop there. I don't want nobody coming after me.
Oh boy, that just brought a tear out of my eye, man.
But you can't fracture that. You know that, right?
Huh?
You can't fracture that.
You can.
Yeah. It's a thing.
I'm not laughing at the fracture. I'm just laughing at the cop. Forget it, man. Let that part go. We ain't prepping none of it.
Yeah.
We hope to never to prep that hard.
If that happens, I'm not your medic. I'm not your medic. If that happens,
I just read what she said.
Oh, that is funny.
I was like, whoa, okay.
I never even heard of that before. Like, is it actually?
I mean, they I guess they have it, but it's not necessarily for first aid.
it's called.
Maybe that wasn't no typo. Maybe they just.
It might have been.
I told you don't learn.
And I ain't Googling it either. I ain't gonna Google it.
No, Zach, you Google everything else. Don't find out what it is.
You had the type.
It's a medical thing, yeah. You can.
That is hilarious.
That was our great laugh for the night.
Yeah.
I'm
hoping that everybody can take something away
I'm
from
gonna end this by telling everyone that you're more prepared than you think you are.
Thanks, yeah.
You know, because you're thinking. Once you start thinking about it, and then whatever creations you come up with are worthy. You know, because a lot of us have different ideas. A lot of us are throwing around different ideas, what we think, how we can survive, you know? So just go with your first gut feeling, you know, what you should be doing.
So Erica, I really want to thank you for coming on here and telling me, you know, because you're like me, like that's motivational to me because you're more new to it. You guys are newer to it like I am. To everybody else that's newer to it, man, I say this to those of you who listening and maybe didn't want to comment or don't want to say much. Start somewhere though, because I'm kind of like an open book. I tell you, man, look, I don't really be prepping. Prepping started for me when I started doing YouTube Live because I didn't think as much about it, like stocking up on certain things. So, you know, I want you guys to just start somewhere, man. Even if it's buying cases of water, stock up on water. Water's cheap. Yeah, right. I was gone when I went to Sam's Club and the water was like $3 and something for a case of like 36 or something. Or 40. It was crazy. The price was cheap. Because I know I spent like $40, but I had so much water, it was weighing my car down. So
the price is going up. If you notice, the price on everything is going up.
Yes,
it's better to prepare now than in the future because it's going to cost more.
Yeah, y'all see how much drumstick is?
Yeah,
man.
The 2 years drumsticks, I was like, damn, I was trying to cut the pack open just to see how much I can get like 7 for instead of buying all of them. Because
2 years ago, you could buy a 10-pound bag of chicken wings. It was $19.99. Today, I was in the store. It's $34.99.
That's $3 a wing.
$3.49 a pound.
So we got to change our whole lifestyles out here soon, man.
You start raising your own food, start growing your own food.
Them damn $8 chickens don't sound so bad now.
Yeah, right.
And get you a coop. A coop is nothing, like, but it's all about you putting in that work to take care of them because they can get killed. Like I told you, my chickens was mangled. Something killed them, and I found. It was just horrible.
Somebody
another thing is
gun too, because then you can eat whatever killed your chicken.
You can't eat it after they killed it. You can't eat it.
But I'm not talking about the chicken. I'm talking about whatever killed your chicken. So first, you got some foxes.
Yeah,
guess what?
if they can eat a chicken, they can do some damage.
Oh yeah. So you if you catch that fox, learn how to cook fox. Because they
Here
just
is coyotes.
now they
Coyotes
become
are
the
really
food.
bad down here.
Chickens can fly. People didn't think that chickens can actually fly. My chicken flew up in my tree before.
Yeah, Erica. Erica, tell Billy to get his ass to the store.
Billy eating cereal.
Tell him to get his ass to the store.
He put peanut butter in his cereal.
He put sugar in his cereal.
And his grits too?
My grit. God damn it.
Yuck.
What you say?
You need those sugar and salt is also essential things that people need to have in their supplies.
But not on grits, Poindexter. Make sure you tell them.
Definitely not on your grits.
Not putting salt and pepper on grits. No, you're right. We're putting sugar on grits.
No, you don't put sugar on grits.
What'd you say, Erica? What did Erica just say?
Nothing.
Did she just disrespect this channel?
No, she said she doesn't put sugar on her grits.
You don't like sugar on your grits, right, Erica?
I love it.
Yuck.
This is the thing, man. We are not gonna have
swiped off.
Erica, you know I like you, Erica, but you know you will get kicked out of here talking stuff like that. This has been dope, man. Everybody that's been on the panel, Nicole, thank you for coming by again. BP, as always. Hookah, my main man. I don't have to thank you. I'll be taking Hookah for granted. I don't even say thank you no more to Hookah, man. God.
Nah, you good, but on a serious note, man, I'm gonna be tomorrow night. I got my joint doing. Let's talk about it. Talk about the recent event. And then like for the next 7 days, I'm gonna be off the grid. I'm gonna be taking me a little break. I got to do some blood work, stuff like that. And I just want to just kind of clear the head a little bit. So I'll be down. So
man, take it easy, man. Be easy, brother. We're gonna miss you, man.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna miss all of you. I'm gonna miss you, but my training is coming up February 17th.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yep.
You ready? You ready?
Stuff, man. That's awesome.
So that's dope,
awesome.
man. So guys, that's what's going on with Nicole. February 17th, she starts her training.
Yeah.
That's gonna get her closer to her first firearm. I'm so excited for you.
Me
That
too.
is really dope right there. So
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, RWG, Big Zo said he'll sub in for me, man.
He said tag him in for you.
Tag him in. Big Zo.
Hey, look, Tuesday, y'all. We're gonna go back to I think, unless something else come up that I need to talk about, but Tuesday I think we're gonna do rate you guys guns live. We're gonna bring that back.
That'll be cool.
So who could don't make it? We're gonna be auditioning co-hosts.
You gotta hate skies and horses.
Okay.
I need listen. To qualify, you gotta be
as a co-host. You gotta make it.
Yeah. That's why I'm taking. I need for just a mental break as well as because just make sure.
I know you do need a mental break.
This YouTube will overwhelm you.
Take your time.
Man, look,
it will overwhelm you, man.
Days a week.
But listen, you know what I'm gonna say this as on a final note before I get off of here, and I'm saying this especially to all my fellow YouTubers. If you can't figure out nothing else on this YouTube thing, and I only been doing this a year, but I know I'm not wrong on this.
No.
You need to understand that YouTube is YouTube.
Yep.
So because one of the things I see people get drowned in this thing as if you don't even have a real life. Like I got a real life. I got a family. I got kids, grandkids. I got a lot of stuff that I do outside of this. So this is my wind down. Like I'm having fun. I enjoy talking to y'all. Like I do everything in my power to never allow this to stress me. Stop turning this YouTube thing into real life. Stop being so personal. Most of the times, the people that you're dealing with, you don't even know them. So you should have conversations based on the things you have in common, and then everybody go back to your real life. If you ask me where the hell Black Poindexter work at, I'm gonna tell you he like Tommy. He ain't got no job. I don't know where the hell Black Poindexter. So what I'm telling you is understand that this is a virtual world, man. It ain't real. You get what I'm saying? It's not real. So like that's why you can't allow it to get to you. But Hookah, I wish you the best, man. I already know you all good, man.
It's because it's time. It's not because of the people, because you're gonna have idiots. I don't care about them. It's just that, 6 days a week and on top of a regular job, on top of maintaining a life.
Man. It's gonna do you good, bro.
Yeah, so I need that break just to kind of get away, be refreshed. And like you said, remember that, definitely remember that this is just what this is. I I need a break. It's been fun, man. I just need a break.
Take it, man. Take it. That's what I do. Like even with me though, like my plan as we go into this year is to take one of the days off. Like I do 4 days. I think I'm gonna cut it down to 3. But it's not because I'm stressed from YouTube. It's just that I want to be able to allow, just again that break. That's why I miss everything. When y'all don't see me, like people, y'all go live on Saturdays and stuff, man, I'd be so far away from YouTube. Sometimes I pop in, if I'm on my phone, if I'm parked somewhere, I'm looking on the phone. But for the most part, man, I just get away from it. That's my break.
I'm the queen of breaks.
Except the queen of it. There you go.
Queen of breaks.
You got to do it, man. Social media will overwhelm.
Taurus is here, so Tuesday.
Everything, and nobody would know where I'm at, and I love it.
Yeah, that's facts. The only thing you really see when I drop every day, for at least for start minimum Black History Month, you see I'm dropping a picture of somebody on there. I'm not putting a name out there. I'm dropping a picture of somebody on my Instagram page every single day around 2:30. And do your homework. If you ask who it is, I'll let you know. For those who do know, you know what time it is, right? Mm-hmm. You got to show love to. I'm going beyond the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I'm going to the hundreds of other people out there that people don't even talk about, wouldn't even know they existed. And so I'll be showing that. That's the only time you're really gonna see me really do anything.
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Look.
All right.
That's right. Take your break, and we're here for you. And listen, I know how it is to want to take a break.
I'm just gonna call Hookah. I'm just gonna call his phone for no reason every day.
Hey man, that's cool. Nothing wrong with doing post checks. I do post checks a lot. Make sure everybody good out here in these streets.
Hookah, you're the main one that checks on me. Yep. I didn't tell y'all that. Every now and then he'll send me a message to check on me and see how I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. A simple couple of words. How you doing? Are you okay? Well, you check.
Boy, that's Hookah for you, boy. Just check it on him, don't you, Hookah boy?
Now it's time for you to take your break.
I appreciate it.
Hookah, get your break, man. Get your break, bro.
Check on you. Somebody else send you messages. And if you don't answer, then you just don't answer.
Shout out to Del Rey he going through his stuff. Shout out to Del Rey, but Del Rey was one of the guys. He definitely reaches out to a lot of people. So
definitely he do. You know what? And I feel bad, man. Del Rey, Dan, I'm saying on live. I'm calling you tomorrow, brother. You waiting on your phone to ring.
Del Rey.
So that's it for me tonight, man. Anybody got anything else for me before I get up out of here?
Just tomorrow, check me out about 7:30. We're going to do a little 2-hour jammy regarding one of the most recent events with a no-knock warrant was involved, and a young man was killed by the police. Another one of these exhausting-ass stories, but we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're definitely going to, it's going to get hot. It's going to get heavy. You know how it is. Maybe a couple of jokes in there to kind of calm it down, but it's going to get hot. I'm going to try not to talk too much because I know I can talk. So I'm going to let everybody else kind of put in there. So BP, you want to come through, Zach, of course. Nicole, anybody on this panel want to come through and speak your piece? I got 10 people on my joint. So you know what I mean? So oh my gosh, man. Now, there we go.
Anyway, man, I quit. I give up, man. I blocked Billy is officially blocked from the live the rest of the week. So Erica, you can come back. Keep the other guy away. But that's it for me, man. If nobody else has anything else for me, thank you everybody for coming through. I learned a lot tonight. Hope you guys learned something. That's the whole purpose of this live now that I found its purpose, and that's for us to learn and laugh, man.
Shout out to everybody.
That's the goal of it. You know what I'm talking about? So let's keep doing that. We're gonna always learn and laugh. So
shout out to the sea moss lollipops out there. Yes, sir. Have you seen those sea moss lollipops that Nicole be hooking up?
RG,
yes,
I got you.
Don't forget to put sugar on your grits.
Sugar on your grits.
Put sugars on their grits.
They do.
Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter.
All right, y'all.
We get rid of it. All right, y'all. Everybody take it easy.